Welcome back to our conversation with Tanisha Sullivan. She's one of two Democratic candidates for Secretary of State on your Democratic primary ballot on September 6th. Democrats and independents, you can both go vote in that race. The other candidate, incumbent Bill Galvin, declined to join us. Tanisha, before the break, we were talking about the legislature and your desire to fight to make them subject to freedom of information laws and the public record laws. The legislature controls your budget as Secretary of State. Galvin, as a former longtime state rep, has a lot of experience in how they work and think. How would you manage relationships, or the relationship with a branch of government that apparently you're prepared to take on over an issue they've been very sensitive about, but that has power over your ability to function? How will you manage that? It's
critically important that there is a strong relationship between the legislature and the Secretary's office, but it's important also to note that this is an executive office, and so it does require executive leadership. Case in point, same-day voter registration. Maine adopted same-day voter registration in 1973. That's a half century ago. Bill Galvin has been in office for over a quarter of a century, and still today, here in Massachusetts, voters don't have access to same-day voter registration. One of the most important voting rights if we're ever going to increase voter participation rates. I will work with the legislature to get that done, but I also know that we can't keep trying to walk the same pathway, getting the same results. So if that means that we've got to bring in new tools like ballot initiatives, then that is what I will do. At the end of the day, 27 years in office and not being able to deliver on same-day voter registration is something we need to take note of. But most importantly, we also need to take note of the fact that over the last 27 years, Bill Galvin has repeatedly been sued by voting rights organizations and civil rights organizations. He has been brought to task by the Department of Justice for his failure to implement federal elections laws, for his failure to actually help us advance voting laws here in Massachusetts. That is a problem. That is not, from a Democrat speaking here, though, that is not what we would expect to see from a Democratic Secretary of State. And it's critically important that as we are sitting here in 2022, that we have no question about where our Secretary of State is going to stand when it comes to the advancement of voting rights. All right, I want to fit in another topic here before we run out of time. You have suggested that you would be, as Secretary of State, an activist in protecting abortion rights. That struck me as a new wrinkle in the Secretary of State's office. What did you mean? Well, again, I believe that this office requires someone who's going to be proactive, someone who is going to be looking for ways that this office can really help address all of the issues that are impacting and are top of mind for families. And abortion care is one of them. We know that with the fall of Roe, this is an issue top of mind of many residents, regardless of political affiliation. And so as Secretary of State, I will use this office through the lobbying division, which falls under the Secretary of State's office, through the corporations division, which falls under the responsibility of the Secretary of State's office, to help ensure that we are protecting the right of women to access abortions, to ensure that we're protecting healthcare workers as they're performing abortions, but also so that the public has an understanding of what our corporations are doing to help support and protect access to abortions here in Massachusetts. That is fully within the purview of the Secretary of State's office today. And my candidacy really represents a new vision for this office that will take on not only the advancement of voting rights, but also issues like abortion. Our time is up, but if people want to find out more about you and your campaign, how do they do it? Well, you can visit us at TanishaSullivan.com. We are, of course, our campaign is moving. We've got volunteers all over the Commonwealth. If people would like to volunteer, help us get our word out, our doors are open. TanishaSullivan.com. Look forward to seeing folks on the trail. You can also follow us on social media at Tanisha4MA. Thank you very much for being here. Tanisha Sullivan, attorney and candidate for Secretary of State on the Democratic ballot.